We give thanks to Almighty Allah. We ask Him, the Most High, to continue to show His mercy on our leader, Prophet Muhammad, his household and companions and followers till the day of accountability. Today we are discussing a hadith in brief, and very important for that matter. Very, very important. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has informed Rasulullah sallam of some things that will happen in centuries to come. In fact, he told him as much as what will happen before the end of the world. Allah has exposed that to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Among, of course, in this hadith, where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was telling the companions of his that there are days ahead. There are days ahead coming after you, after your generation, after generation, after your generation. Generation will follow generation until a time will come to that particular generation that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is referring to. And a number of scholars are thinking that we are already in that generation of trial and fitan. For so many evidences. Nakedness are among the signs of women going very naked. Shirk is almost everywhere. Sorcery is almost everywhere. Magic everywhere. Fornication everywhere. In fact, corruption almost everywhere. Cheating, oppressing, killing innocent individuals for no purpose. We are all there. Now, the one that called attention to this hadith, who Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, time is coming, days are coming, where the person that will stand patient, persevere, is like a person holding a live charcoal. You know charcoal, when it becomes reddish with fire. You can see it where people, when a charcoal is already live, fired, very reddish. Very reddish. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, a person that is patient to abide with the rules of Allah that time, and the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that time, will be like somebody holding that live charcoal. Who can withstand that among us here? Except those who are 60 above or 70 above. Hardly will you see somebody so brave, so patient, to be able to hold live charcoal in his hand for 5 minutes. He cannot do it. And Rasulullah is making analysis and comparison of somebody who will be able to withstand all the teaching like that time, will be like that person who is holding a live charcoal in his hand. And a person who is abiding with the principles of Islam that time, his reward will be like the reward of 50 people. 50 people. Because he is doing the work that he has been assigned to do with no compromise. The companions were surprised. They said the reward of 50 people among us with the companions, or among them those who are weak like us who are coming now. The Rasulullah said, no, the reward attached to them is 50 of you, the companions. You that saw Rasulullah, you shook hands with him, you eat food with him, you drank with him, you do everything with him. They did not see Rasulullah, but Allah will give them the reward of 50 of you. This is wonderful. If not, the hadith is sound, it's unacceptable. But it has come from a tongue that has never lied. And it tells you how rigor and how difficult those individuals are going to face consequences. But they will withstand it because they know the reward attached to it. For you to get the reward of one companion is not imaginable. Talk less of 50 of them. It shows it's going to be very difficult. And that's why we are now in a difficult hour. People disagree on politics. They disagree on leadership. They disagree on so many things. Scholars are our good mirror to look upon, to be our role model. Unfortunately today, we are in a crisis whereby you see scholars condemnation of one another. Unacceptable. On a minor issue, very minor, there are issues that are grievous. They are big. They're supposed to change the whole globe and cause chaos and crisis. People may not talk on that. But on simple issues, that you may have your idea and he may have his idea, who will come out, be saying a number of things that you need not to say about your brother. And some are fabrication. And the worst part of it, the followers too have taken position with their scholars and their sects. It's very unfortunate. That's why loyalty in Islam is not for individuals. Underline it very critical. Or else you find yourself in trouble on the day of Qiyamah. Loyalty, absolute, complete, is for Allah. Any command from Him, there is no mistake. Loyalty is to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, absolute, complete. وَمَنْ يُطِيعِ الرَّسُولِ فَقَدْ أَطَاعَ اللَّهَ, automatically. But any other than this, you have to be very careful. Then Rasulullah said, Allah mentioned the mu'minun. Then when they maintain the pattern of Iman, but when they are being taken away by Shaitan, you don't follow them. That is the Hizbullah, the party of Allah, not the party of democracy or any other. Party of Allah is for you to give absolute loyalty to Allah and His Messenger, and the caution of anybody who will mislead you, even if he claimed being a Muslim. إنما وليكم الله ورسوله والذين آمنوا الذين يقيمون الصلاة ويؤتون الزكاة وهم راكعون ومن يتولى الله ورسوله والذين آمنوا فإن حزب الله هم الغالبون. Not individuals. Criteria are spelled out. Today, loyalty are given to tribalism. Loyalty are given to parties of politics. Loyalty are given to sects of individuals who can mislead as human as they are. So be extra careful. We are called to unite on the umbrella of Quran and the Sunnah by obeying Allah and His Messenger. Any other than that, you have to check and balance. يا أيها الذين آمنوا أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم فإن تنازعتم في شيء فردوه إلى الله والرسول إن كنتم تؤمنون بالله واليوم الآخر ذلك خير وأحسن تأويلا. Any other than Allah and Rasul, he can make a mistake. You have to check his excesses. Don't follow it. You have to counsel him. You have to advise him. But today what we are seeing is that followers of individuals are only clapping for them, hailing them, accepting them. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be. And this is not to condemn anybody. And this not to mention anybody. But the situation is very rowdy and very serious. That's why we, the followers of the ulamas, and the ulamas have to be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Don't claim names for yourself. Walk so that your work testifies. Your utterances, your behavior, your attitude. Things are terribly out of content. They are bad. We pray Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to forgive all of us. And the best way to handle this situation is to exchange words of forgiveness among all our scholars who are involved. Exchange words of forgiveness. Meet each other in secret. Apologize to one another. Seek for Allah's forgiveness on some utterances. Reconcile. As-sulhu khayr. Allahumma izza al-islam wal-muslimin. ودمر أعداءنا أعداءك أعداء الدين. اللهم عليك بالكفرة والفجر والفسقة الذين يكيدون الإسلام كيدا. اللهم عليك باليهود والنصارى الذين يكيدون الإسلام كيدا. ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. ربنا اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ولمن سبقنا بالإيمان والمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد